Ever feel like the game is rigged? Not just in a casual way, but in a deeply psychological, almost supernatural sense? Like the moment you think about leaving the table, something pulls you back in. A near win, a bonus round, a sudden urge. It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's science. Casinos don't just hope you'll keep playing, they know you will, but how? It's simple. They don't play against your money. They play against your mind. Every flashing light, every sound effect, every free drink is part of an invisible machine designed to keep you trapped in an endless loop of hope and loss. A system so precise, so mathematically ruthless, that your behavior isn't just predictable, it's inevitable. Casinos don't need to cheat. They don't need to control the outcome of a spin or a roll of dice. They control you. Your attention, your anticipation, your dopamine. They shape your decisions without you even realizing it. And here's the real kicker. This same system is everywhere. It's not just casinos. It's social media, stock trading, dating apps, even the gig economy. Same psychological loops that keep a gambler hooked on a slot machine are being used to keep you scrolling, swiping, and spending. So what exactly is this system? How did it come to be? And more importantly, how can you break free from it? That's what we're about to uncover. Control. Influence. The art of shaping human behavior without force. This isn't new, it's ancient. Long before neon-lit casinos, before the rise of social media, rulers, merchants, and philosophers all understood one thing. Predicting behavior means controlling power. And the best way to control people? Make them predictable. Gambling has existed for thousands of years. Roman soldiers tossed dice between battles. Chinese merchants bet on games of chance centuries before casinos. Even in ancient Egypt, archaeologists have found dice-like artifacts, proof that humans have always been drawn to randomness, to risk, to hope. But here's the twist. The elite didn't just tolerate gambling, they studied it. Roman emperors encouraged it because they saw what it did to people. It didn't just drain their wealth, it trapped their minds. The more someone gambled, the less they noticed everything else. Politics, war, injustice, bread and circuses. That's what the Roman poet Juvenal called it. Give the people distractions, and they won't question their rulers. A few lucky winners, a lot of hopeful losers. A system that keeps people playing even when they know the odds are against them. Sound familiar? Fast forward to today, and the game has changed. But the strategy? Same. Now it's no longer emperors studying gamblers. It's scientists, psychologists, billion-dollar corporations with AI systems that track every click, every bet, every hesitation. Casinos have turned the art of control into a science of compulsion. They know exactly how long the average player will sit at a machine before quitting. They know how to keep them there just a little longer. How? By using the scarcity loop, a cycle of unpredictable rewards, quick repetition, and the illusion of opportunity. And here's where it gets disturbing. This loop isn't just in casinos. It's in your phone, your apps, your job. If human behavior can be predicted so precisely, do we actually have free will? Or are we just reacting to invisible forces, nudged in directions we don't even notice? Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. The Stoics warned about it. Nietzsche saw it in the rise of industrial society. Even spiritual texts, from the Bhagavad Gita to the Quran, speak about those who control desires and those who are controlled by them. Today, that battle isn't just personal, it's systemic. Casinos, social media, the economy. They all run on predictable human behavior. And the better they get at predicting, the harder it becomes to break free. But is escape even possible? Or is the system too deep, too embedded into our nature? That's what we'll explore next. Casinos don't need to cheat. They don't need to force you to stay. They let your brain do the work for them. Every slot machine, every roulette wheel, every blinking light is designed to exploit a simple but powerful mechanism in your brain. A loop so effective that it's being used far beyond gambling. It's called the scarcity loop. 3 steps. That's all it takes to keep you playing, scrolling, swiping, or working longer hours than you planned. And the worst part? You won't even realize it's happening. Step 1. The illusion of opportunity. Casinos don't sell gambling, they sell possibility. The chance that at any moment, everything could change. That's why the biggest jackpots are advertised in flashing lights. That's why slot machines are designed to look like opportunities waiting to happen, not money pits sucking you dry. You don't lose money. You invest in hope. And this isn't just a casino trick. It's everywhere. Social media? You don't scroll for fun. You scroll for the chance to see something amazing. Stock trading? It's not investing. It's gambling with more complex rules. Dating apps? Swipe, swipe, swipe. Because the perfect match might be next. Your brain is wired to chase possibilities. Casinos manufacture them. Step 2. Unpredictable rewards. Psychological hook. Your brain doesn't get addicted to winning. It gets addicted to not knowing when you'll win. Ever heard of B.F. Skinner? The psychologist who trained pigeons to press levers for food? He discovered something terrifying. If a pigeon got food every time it pecked the lever, it would only press it when hungry. But if food came randomly with no pattern, the pigeon would peck obsessively. Humans aren't so different. Casinos know this. That's why you don't win on every spin. That's why near misses feel like actual wins. You get 2 matching symbols, but miss the jackpot by 1? Your brain sees it as almost winning. You lose 5 times in a row, but then hit a small win? That tiny hit of dopamine keeps you playing. The machine lights up and plays a happy sound. Even when you win less than you bet, your brain still celebrates. Your reward system is being hijacked. You aren't chasing money. You're chasing the high of almost winning. And again, this doesn't stop at casinos. Social media? Post something and wait for likes. Sometimes you get a flood, sometimes nothing. Unpredictable rewards. Gig work? Uber, DoorDash, and other platforms use random surges to keep drivers working longer than planned. Unpredictable rewards. Stock market? Some days are huge wins. Some are total losses. Unpredictable rewards. This is how casinos and the modern economy keep you engaged. Step 3. Quick repeatability. The endless cycle. Final piece of the trap? Speed. The longer you have to think, the more likely you are to walk away. That's why casinos don't just want you playing, they want you playing fast. Slot machines? No waiting, no delays. Just spin, spin, spin. Average spins per minute? 16. That's 960 chances to win per hour. Waiting in line at the cashier? Nope. Card systems let you tap and keep playing. The entire system is built to remove friction, to keep you in the loop. And again, look around. This isn't just in gambling. Social media, the feed is infinite. Scroll endlessly, no need to stop. Shopping, one-click checkout, no time to second guess. Streaming, autoplay. No decision, no delay, just keep watching. Casinos, social media, big tech, they all run on the same principle. Make the behavior repeatable, effortless, and just rewarding enough to keep you trapped. And here's where it gets truly disturbing. Casinos don't just know these principles, they test them. There's a hidden research lab in Las Vegas, a secret casino not open to the public, where 73 different companies study exactly how human behavior works. Not just gambling companies, tech giants, Fortune 500 brands. They're not just predicting what people will do next. They're designing the future of compulsion. The question is, can you escape? If casinos are so predictable, if we know the house always wins, then why do people keep playing? Why do some lose their life savings chasing a jackpot they know is nearly impossible? Why do people check their phones over 100 times a day, even when they hate social media? Why do some drivers for Uber work 12-hour shifts, even when they planned to stop hours ago? The answer isn't stupidity. It's not a lack of willpower, it's biology. Your brain isn't designed for today's world. It's running on an operating system built for survival. Imagine life 50,000 years ago. You're a hunter-gatherer. Every day you wake up with one goal: find food or die trying. But food isn't guaranteed. You check one area, nothing. Another, still nothing. Then finally you hit the jackpot. A berry bush overflowing with fruit. Your brain rewards you with dopamine. It tells you, this is important. Remember this. This is where it gets dangerous. That same reward system, the one that helped our ancestors survive, is now being hijacked by modern industries. A slot machine is no different from hunting for food. You spin once, nothing. Spin again, still nothing. One more time, jackpot. Your brain lights up, not just from winning, but from the unpredictability. It thinks it just cracked the code to survival. This is why slot machines are designed with near misses. It mimics the search for food. 2 cherries, almost 3. A bonus round? But not quite. A win? Only 50 cents when you bet $1. Near misses feel like progress, just like almost finding food. This is why gambling addicts don't just chase wins. They chase the feeling of being close. Now, take that same brain and apply it to social media. The next post might be exciting, so you keep scrolling. Dating apps. The next swipe could be the one. Stock trading. The next move might make you rich. It's all the same loop. A psychologist named B.F. Skinner proved this decades ago. He took pigeons and gave them 2 choices. Peck a button and get food every time. Peck another button and get food randomly. Logically, the first option is better. It's predictable. It guarantees food. But guess what? The pigeons got addicted to the random button. They pecked and pecked, hoping for food, even when it didn't come. Just like gamblers keep pulling the lever. Just like social media users keep refreshing their feeds. Just like workers keep chasing bonuses, never knowing when the next one will come. Casinos, social media, and tech companies don't just use this knowledge, they perfect it. Casinos have another psychological weapon. They make losing feel like winning. Ever played a slot machine and heard a big celebratory sound, even though you barely won anything? That's called a loss disguised as a win, LDW. Example, you bet $1. You win 50 cents. The screen flashes, the music plays, your brain feels like it won, even though you lost 50 cents. Studies show that gamblers' brains react to LDWs the same way they react to real wins. Translation? You feel good while still losing money. And this isn't just in casinos. Social media. Your post gets some likes, but not as many as you wanted. Still, it feels like progress, so you post again. Freelance work. Gig economy apps give small bonuses that feel rewarding, but actually keep workers grinding for less money. Video games, loot boxes, and microtransactions make you almost win great prizes, so you keep spending. The entire system is built not just to make you lose, but to make you enjoy losing. Casinos aren't the only ones doing this. The gambling industry is a testing ground for psychological tricks that will soon control every aspect of life. Remember that secret casino in Las Vegas? One that isn't open to the public? The one used for research? It's not just owned by casinos. It's funded by big tech, Fortune 500 companies, and data giants. Why? Because the same psychological tricks that keep gamblers hooked can be used anywhere. Social media companies use the scarcity loop to keep you online. Stock trading apps use random rewards to fuel addiction. Gig economy platforms manipulate workers into taking more jobs than planned. Shopping apps create limited-time sales to trigger impulsive spending. Casinos perfected the art of controlling behavior. Now the whole world is turning into a giant casino. The only question left is, how do you break free? That's what we'll explore next. You've seen the trap. You've felt it. Maybe you've even lived it. Casinos, social media, gig work, stock trading. The modern world is one giant slot machine, designed to keep you playing, hoping, spending, and working longer than you planned. But here's the truth. You can break free. The scarcity loop isn't a life sentence, it's a program. And like any program, it can be hacked. Step 1. Recognize the loop. See the system for what it is. The first step to breaking free? Awareness. The reason you check your phone 100 times a day? It's a slot machine. The reason you can't stop scrolling? It's unpredictable rewards. The reason you keep working overtime for small bonuses? It's a psychological trick. The moment you see the game, you start to win. Most people think they're making choices. They're not. They're reacting to invisible forces designed to control them. The second you recognize you're being played, everything changes. Step 2. Interrupt the pattern. Break the instant gratification cycle. Casinos win because you don't have time to think. That's why slot machines are fast. That's why your phone gives instant dopamine hits. Counter strategy? Slow down. Try this. Next time you want to scroll, wait 10 seconds. Just 10. That's often enough to break the urge. Next time you want to gamble, withdraw the cash and hold it. Physically touching money makes you less likely to spend it. Next time you see a limited time offer, walk away for 30 minutes. Urgency disappears when time passes. By adding friction to the system, you disrupt the loop. Step 3. Take control of your dopamine. Win the chemical war. The scarcity loop hijacks your dopamine, the brain chemical that drives motivation. Problem? You've been trained to get dopamine from unpredictable rewards. That's why you check your phone. That's why gamblers keep playing. That's why you get hooked on just one more episode. Trade, swipe, or spin. Solution? Rewire your dopamine. Try this. Schedule your rewards. Don't wait for random good things to happen. Plan them. Example. Only check social media twice a day and want no dopamine hits in between. Get dopamine from mastery, not addiction. Instead of gambling, scrolling, or chasing rewards, build something. A skill, a hobby, a business. Replace passive rewards with active ones. Instead of seeking cheap dopamine, likes, wins, money, chase earned dopamine, learning, creating, achieving. Dopamine isn't the enemy. The way it's being controlled is. Take it back. Step 4. Create your own house edge. Flip the game on them. Casinos always win because they control the rules. Want to escape? Stop playing by their rules. If a system makes money by keeping you engaged, engage less. Delete addictive apps. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Turn off notifications. If a company profits from your impulsive choices, ad delays, use ad blockers, use cash instead of cards. Walk away before buying. If an industry thrives on your ignorance, learn how it works. Study casino math. Learn about dopamine hacking. Read about behavioral psychology. Casinos rely on predictable behavior. The moment you become unpredictable, you break their grip. Step 5. Rebuild your attention. Protect your mental bandwidth. Your attention is your most valuable asset. The world wants to steal it. Take it back. Set no input hours. A few hours a day where you consume nothing. No social media, no ads, no notifications. Just silence. Use deep work sessions. Pick something hard but meaningful, and focus on it for an hour with zero distractions. Avoid passive dopamine. If you're going to relax, do it consciously, not by mindlessly consuming whatever pops up next. Attention is power. Where it goes, your life follows. Guard it like a king guards his throne. Casinos win because they set the rules. But outside of their walls, you are the house. You choose where your attention goes. You decide how your dopamine works. You control the game, or you get controlled by it. The world is full of slot machines disguised as opportunities. The question isn't whether the system is rigged. The question is, are you still playing? There's a reason casinos don't have windows. They don't want you to see the real world outside. Because the moment you step outside, you wake up. The flashing lights, the ringing bells, the hypnotic pull of the slot machines, it all fades, and suddenly you realize how deep the trap was. That's the power of walking away. Casinos don't just take money, they take time. They take attention, they take control. Money can be earned back. Time and attention, once they're gone, they're gone. And it's not just casinos, social media, big tech, the gig economy. They all run on the same psychological tricks. Not to make you richer, not to make you happier, but to keep you playing. You don't have to fight the system, you don't have to beat the house. The real power move? Stop playing their game. The moment you stop feeding a slot machine, it has no power over you. The moment you stop checking for likes, social media loses its grip. The moment you stop chasing random rewards, you break free from the loop. That's how you win. Right now, someone is sitting at a casino convinced they're about to hit a jackpot. Right now, someone is refreshing their phone, hoping for a dopamine hit. Right now, someone is working past exhaustion, waiting for the next bonus to show up. The question is, are you one of them? Or are you ready to step outside? Your move. If this opened your eyes, share this knowledge. If you see the system now, help someone else see it too. And most importantly, next time you feel the pull to stay in the loop, walk away. That's real power.